Lil bum, lil bum, lil bum, little bum, lil bum. Ooh, yeah. Only when it's on is get it. Hopping out the raid, let's get it. Smash on bitches, get it. Run up a check, no limit. Popping on X, popping on X, popping on X bills. Got a new car, got a new bitch, and I got a new deal. Only when it's on is get it. Hopping out the raid, let's get it. Smash on your bitch, just get it. Run up a check, no limit. Popping on X, popping on X, popping on X bills. Got a new car, got a new bitch, and I got a new deal. Pull up to the crib like, what up, bitch? Got a penthouse sitting on my wrist, and my grandma sipping on.
Alright. Get to the stream. Today, we have a lot of stuff planned, actually. I do. We were talking about Knights of the Old Republic last stream. Guess what? We got it. Okay, so this, literally the day after I was talking about it, IGN posted, so here, let me, blah, 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 blah. A remake of 2003 Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic is reportedly in the works at Port Studio Asper Media. This is a win, boys. A win. Okay. I am late to this, obviously, but hell yeah. Asper Media. So I go Asper Media. Huh. Okay, so I look it up. They made, looks like they made the original Knights of the Old Republic. They made, look at all this stuff, man. They made some of the best games ever. Ever. This is gonna be good. I think this is a win. This is a win. Republic Commandos, COD 4, Borderlands 2. This is really good, guys. This is really good. Layers of Fear, Star Wars Jedi Knight Academy. I mean, like that. This is good news. 1 and 2, Knights of the Old Republic. So, Star Wars fans, we're going to have a heck of a run right now. We're going to have a heck of a run. People are obviously showing that they're hyped. They don't ruin Revan and Bastilla. I think they'll be able to do it. Not everything needs to be like. I think he's referring to Jedi Fallen Order, which it does borrow some Souls elements, but I actually think that they kind of did it better in the way that they progress. I'm not gonna lie, I think they did a little better. More natural. It's really nice. I hope this person has played Jedi Fallen Order, but it's Twitter, so. Yeah, see, it's Asper. It's going to be faithful. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, they know how to get shit done. They know how to do it. Yeah. I mean, it's very just point and click. No. They're gonna need to do a full rework if they want to. I think I don't know if he's talking about the remaster for PS5, where it's just they just upped the resolution. I think they're gonna do good. This is a very high esteem, even more than Republic Commandos or Jedi Knight. This is a very this has an active player base, these games, to this day. Final Fantasy. Yeah, that would be good. That would be really nice. The question is, when do we get this game? I don't know if IGN has said anything about that recently. Since that is like a day old post and they post like a million things a day. No. Resident Evil 4. I want to play. Why the fuck do they? I have a Rift S, but they want, they says Oculus 2, Oculus Touch 2 exclusive. It's like, okay, dude. Okay. Fucking Oculus, man. At this point, I'm just looking at IGN posts. My God, this is all in one day. One day. That is just insane. Come on. Yes, no. It was about games, man. I hardly see any. It's just like movie shit, Nope, that's the original. It's funny, they like post the same post like 3 times in a day. It's kind of annoying, actually. So anyways, that's good news. I did see on Twitter a while ago, say Spectacular Spider-Man. I think this is the 3rd time this thing has been trending, but like I am totally for this. Like, save Spectacular Spider-Man all the way, because like it's one of the greats. Out of the old, it's a really well written cartoon back when they were for like general audiences. And oh, by the way, I just worked out, but I did wear a button up. I want to be presentable. I even have jeans on. No shoes though. No shoes, just jeans. The hair is gelled, but I need to take a shower. Working up to that though on the stream. So, Spectacular Spider-Man 2, Spectacular Spider-Man series. If you haven't watched it, you should go watch it on websites. Legally. And it's probably like the best. One of my favorite takes of Spider-Man. It's definitely not the most accurate. Like, I would say like Spider-Man PS4 was probably the most accurate portrayal of Spider-Man I've ever seen. But it's very good. And this is part of my younger years, my childhood. So getting this, like, there's hope. I mean, it's Sony, so you gotta kind of take it with grassroots. But I think could be done. I mean, I never thought Clone Wars would get another season in my lifetime. I never thought Clone Wars would get another season. But there was, there's still an active market for it, and like the fans really showed up. And if that happened, I would really hope that all Spectacular Spider-Man. I mean, Josh Keenan was tweeting like, "Thanks for all the love and whatnot." So like, we live in a really unique era where that is a possibility of it actually coming back. And I would love to see it, quite frankly, because it ended on such a. It was very ambiguous. It's a very good show. I think my favorite joke from the series is in the Sinister Six one, and I think that, like, Mysterio and him are having a conversation, and he says, "I gloat," and Spider-Man's like, "You are the master of premature gloatilation." Like, that's funny. They need more stuff. They need to get those original writers back on. They did that Flex Armstrong show, I believe. I think it's on Netflix. They did that. It was alright. Actually. I haven't kept up with it. Another interesting thing, I'm really hoping this is true. Daredevil, fantastic show. Everyone should give a watch. Season 2, Defenders, yeah. But like 1, 3, oh, so good. Yeah, I've been rewatching that, and I want to introduce you to more people. Show it to my mom. She liked it. Okay, she liked it. That's a telltale sign. Like it, cause like for me, it's like she's like a Christian woman, you know, and like she's not into like swearing, violent, you know, whatnot. So like if like the quality of the show supersedes all that stuff, like Logan or something, then you know, you can be confident being like, okay, this is a good enough show to like show that, because then they'll be too hooked, they'll be too engaged. So yeah, and I've been, you know, Mando was really fantastic, but I gotta tell you, man, WandaVision was really, it was kind of awful. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. The more I think about it, the more I think about the writing and the structure. I don't think these Marvel shows, these Disney Plus ones, have really hit their mark yet. So, um, but like Luke Cage and like, yeah, they were great. And Daredevil season 3 was fantastic. I liked it more than season 1, to be honest. And they were all really fantastic actors, and performances were pretty great. Like, I'm pretty critical of like comic book characters, because like I read, you know, the comics and whatnot, and like I know those, how those characters should be, you know, at least I feel that I do enough to like make an informed decision. So when I watched that, I'm like, okay, give this a chance. It was fucking fantastic. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. If you like superhero shows, you'll like it. If you just like shows in general, you will like it. It's a fantastic show. I would recommend anyone check it out. So I had heard rumors, you know, because Kevin Feige has talked about his love for the shows as well. And they can't do it on Disney Plus because the MA rating, so they'd have to like boot it to Hulu. But I like a while ago I looked up cast and crew for the Spider-Man 3 or whatever, and like Charlie Cox was on it, but he wasn't on it. I looked it up today, wasn't on it. So I don't know if that's like a thing with the website they use for. Do they use IMDb for the cast and crew thing? Because I know it's like there's weird shit for that, how it like sorts the cast and crew, but then there's like, then I looked up, I'm like, this has some validity, and like CBR, they reported there was rumored, and I'm like, that would be really fucking fantastic to get, you know, the original Spider-Man to act like, it was a great day for comic book fans and Star Wars fans. Great day for nerd culture. Great day for all that. So if that's true, you know, because Charlie Cox was amazing, honestly. Everyone in that show was amazing. Kingpin, like, fucking fantastic villain, man, because they really humanize him. Like, he struggles, like, and he's at this dilemma where, okay, if he stopped this, he could potentially become a good guy if he's with Vanessa, but like he has to be bad, like staying in his game, being the Kingpin, he has to do certain things. He has to keep up his reputation. So like you have this contrasting of his ability to do good and bad, or his want to do both, and then they both collide because, you know, they're contradictory. And that's really fantastic for a villain. I wish there was more villains like that in superhero media, film media. I mean, more specifically, because it's been very generic. It could improve upon. There's a lot of things that can improve in the future. What else? Oh yeah, well, like it's like by the end of season 3, you want Kingpin to get with Vanessa, and you want them like live a happy life. It's so weird. You want him to live a happy life, But then you want Matt, like, he deserves it. He deserves to fucking beat that guy to death, you know? But you want both, and then you just watch them fight in the end, and it's like, it's amazing. It's amazing. Probably one of the best, even though it ended up abruptly, it's probably one of the best endings in TV show, and just for TV shows. And yeah, I think it's worth a watch. I think the last superhero villain that I even like thought was decently good was Killmonger in Black Panther. Because, I mean, not just because Michael B. Jordan. Obviously, you know, Michael B. Jordan. But the fact that, like, he really got fucked over. But also what he wanted to do, his end goal was good. Like, he wanted people that were enslaved, they were kept under, to be free. He wanted to share resources with the world to better the world. But the way he did it was just so horrible. It was so unjustifiable that, like, he had to be taken down. So, him as a villain was really... I really liked it. I really like those idealistic villains that, like, you know, people gave Thanos think he's the fucking greatest villain ever. He's not, okay? He's flawed. His plan is flawed compared to the comics. And the comics one is absurd, okay? In the comics, death is a physical manifestation. It's a woman, okay? You know? If you're Deadpool fans, you'll know about whatever show. Or you've read the... I think it's called the Infinity Gauntlet comic line, but... So he's in love with this woman. She's basically manipulated him for his whole life to do that. He says, you be with me, to prove my love, I'll kill half of all living things in the universe to prove my love to you, because you're death, you know? Like, that's what you can take. She's like, okay, so he goes on the quest for the guy, or actually he starts with the gauntlet. I think it starts with the snap, and then that's where things kick off and Adam Warlock comes in. Doesn't really matter. Point is, that makes sense. Okay, there's not really flaws in that logic. It's like, that is concrete, you know? It's just as simple as he loves it. Like, there's no, like, you know, there's no loophole. It's like, death. What do you want to do to show love for death? Okay, kill half the population. Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, but in the new one, it's like, I want to for resource management. It's very, like, eco-friendly, and you know, it's like trying to be that. But it doesn't really work because, logically speaking, he goes, okay, I kill half the universe, the life on the universe. The other half will thrive because of all the resources. But, like, that population will eventually build back up again. Not only will it build back up again, what the fuck is the point? If you have the Infinity Gauntlet, and that's actually your goal to help the universe, then he would have just made twice the resources in the universe. But no one fucking acknowledges that. They just go, oh, Thanos, greatest villain in MCU. He's not. He's not. That is a huge loophole. That is a huge loophole in logic. That is fucking crazy if you think that he is the best villain in the MCU. Or in general. Like, the fact that being in love with the physical manifestation of death makes more sense. Like, there's less plot holes than that. That is crazy. That should not be, you know, that, I don't get it. I don't know. That's just, like, crazy to me. So, anyway, I could talk about this stuff all day. But I think I have other stuff. Let me see. Spectacular Spiderman. Okay. Now we're getting to the big stuff. This is a little less fun. But I think it's important to cover because, you know, controversial stuff or whatever, you know. Okay. Here we go. Happy birthday, Amber Heard. I saw this trending on Twitter and I thought, people actually like this woman? If you haven't kept up on the Amber Heard thing, I'll update you. Okay, so very basically, Amber Heard alleged that Johnny Depp, they were married, they broke up. She alleged he was abusive, he hit her and fucking said things and whatnot. Okay, no backing, right? No backing. So here's the current situation. So this article was posted, I think. Okay, it was posted 1 day ago. It's relevant, guys. It's relevant. Amber Heard has failed to serve Johnny Depp's lawyer with a subpoena in their ongoing $50 million defamation case. I think what happened is some footage got released that basically exposed her as a bullshitter. Oh, wait, I'm not display capturing this whole fucking time. I'm professional. I am a professional podcaster. Okay, so I think what's happened, it showed she was bullshitting because they leaked it. Amber has accused Waldom. Here we go. Waldom of leaking confidential information. The press and her lawyers want a chance to grill him about it under oath, but we're told Waldman hasn't received. I believe Johnny Depp's lawyer. Okay. So, blah, 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 3 stories. 34-year-old Aquaman actress. That's really great. That she's still gonna be an Aquaman too. Isn't that fucking fantastic? I was actually shocked. I was watching the Snyder Cut. She showed up. I was like, wow, this is like, right. This hasn't happened. She hasn't been canceled yet. This isn't even this. She needs to be more than canceled. This is fucking defamatory information towards someone, and you just ruin their lives. This is criminal. This isn't. At what point does this become canceling? And at one point is it just you're a criminal? So Johnny Depp's mission, an alleged attempt to destroy her reputation. Yeah, not like she did that to him. Amber Heard's sexual violence, this is quoted, evidence against Johnny Depp will be kept secret in the libel case against his son, despite him arguing claims should be made public. I need to report an assault. Listen to 911 call made the night Johnny Depp and Amber Heard had blowout fight and in their toxic team. Okay, so this is like you think okay, this isn't reputable, right? You're like, who fought? Well, people are noticing in Hollywood. Okay, Me Too activists, okay? These people are very sympathetic. Because it's they should be. They have responsibility if they're Me Too activists. Amanda Day Cardenet probably didn't, drop support for close friend Amber Heard and will no longer testify after listening to her verbally abusing Johnny Depp in bombshell tapes as she feels used and misled by actors. This is not a new thing either, okay? She was with Elon Musk. He said the same thing about her. She's abusive and misleading and manipulative. Waldman was removed from the case October 2020, making him fair game to give a deposition if handed the subpoena. Waldman believes strongly in the First Amendment and has a lot of faith in the power of the press. I don't know, man. I really hope so. But, God. Anyways, who once worked for Amber Heard and vetted Depp's attorney, if I were betting, man, I'd say he'll be able to handle any questions thrown at him. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's look at the facts, right? Winona Ryder has said that Johnny Depp is not an abusive guy. People that know him say not an abusive guy, a little bit of an alcoholic, I think he's working on it. He's kind of a weird dude. So, Elon Musk and Amber Heard's exes say she's manipulative. You know, she falsifies facts, plays victim. Okay. So, Johnny Depp, right? First things come out, everyone's, fucking looking at him, they're taking her side. Let's get this video. So, take it with a grain of salt. It is a YouTube video, but, it's important, guys. It's important. This isn't trying to, there are people that come out and it's very real. And you should always, you don't have to believe them, but you should definitely take notice. But this is a case where things aren't always the way that they seem. So
After you fucking got physically violent with me, I texted Travis. I said, "Come up here," because I didn't want anything to happen.
I mean, yeah.
It's coming. What? Save me?
No, go ahead. Continue. You. Travis to the rescue.
No, that was the last one. You can go. You go. That was the last insult.
Oh yeah. You called me a liar, and yet.
I watched you lie.
You called me a liar.
I watched you lie. I heard it. I was right there.
There's no what. You still haven't told me what lie it is. But yet every single fucking time. You know you do this every single fucking time.
We'll talk to Travis.
I'm not fucking talking to nobody.
No,
fuck that. You go fucking jerk him off. I don't care. I really could care less. It's you every single time. You latch onto some sort of thing. When I already told you, I don't know what you're fucking talking about. You don't even know what you're talking about. You still haven't even told me what it is. But run with it.
I have told you what it is.
No, you haven't.
I said to Travis, I said to you, hey, tell Travis what just happened. You
told me to do it. You told me to. You said, go do that.
I said, no, tell him what just happened.
And I lied.
And that you punched me in the fucking thing. And you
figured
in the
it
face.
out.
And you said, no, fucking, no, I didn't. What the fuck?
okay, he says she punched him in the face. Okay, let's see. Okay, just take this in, guys. Take this in. Fucking, if you're a guy or a girl and you hit someone in the face or any matter, that is physical assault. Okay.
What the fuck are you talking about? And I watched you lie, and then
I didn't punch you. By the way,
Okay, I didn't punch you.
I'm sorry that I didn't.
You punched
you
me.
He says that she did.
Across the face in a proper.
Okay, she says I hit you across the face. Wait, I want to get this right. I don't want to, look like a dick. Hit you across the face in a proper slap. Slap is still bad. Okay, that's still, don't go up and deck your girlfriend with a slap. Don't go up and slap someone, unless it's like your grandma, slap your cheeks. You probably shouldn't slap people. Unless they, you're in that those big beefy boys who get into slapping competitions, with the chalk and they rub their hands. Okay, non-consenting slaps. But let's just take this in.
Across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you.
I was hitting you. I wasn't punching you.
You're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You've been a lot of fights, been around a long time. I know. Yeah,
no, when you fucking have a closed fist.
You get punched.
Okay, he alleges had a closed fist.
But I did not punch you. I did not fucking deck you. I fucking was hitting you.
You can't
I don't know
deck
what
me.
the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are your toes?
What am I supposed to do? Do this?
How are your
I'm
toes?
not sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are.
You're supposed to not fucking attack someone. It doesn't matter if it's a slap, a hit. You pinch their ass. Rub their taint. Just don't fucking touch them. That's just 101. Don't touch it. This isn't like me trying to be like a no, this is just like bad. I think it's really great women are coming out for a lot of stuff that happens, and I think that's great because they're getting a lot of support. But I think we need some leeway with the guys right now because it happens to them too. So this is just important too. This is a big example because they're, famous. So I'm just, I'm not trying to pick sides, guys. This is no men versus women issue. This is a fucking don't lie and call someone an abuser when you close fist hit them in the face. Okay? That's all.
Difference between me and you. You're a fucking baby.
Because you start.
Okay. This is a fantastic frame. You are such a baby. When you get hit in the face, you're a fucking baby. You're a fucking child. Like, take it like a man. That is just not like, that's not.
Physical fights.
Such a baby.
Because
Grow
you-
the fuck up,
Because you start
Johnny.
physical fights.
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did.
There it is. I did start a physical fight.
So
Okay.
I had to get the
Because-
fuck out.
This is not an argument, right? Like, she said that. If we take this YouTube video as being true, it does sound like this is still alleged, right? This is still alleged. Everything's still alleged. So, before we, we're going to move off this topic because it's kind of, it's kind of serious. It's not that fun, but let's get into the lighter portions of it. So,
You ever punch Johnny Depp with a closed fist in the history of your relationship with Johnny?
Answer it however you feel you wish to.
One time, Johnny was hitting me, and he was hitting me hard and repeatedly, and I was screaming. Security walks in, and they don't do anything about it. And he makes this motion when Jerry Judge yells "boss" or Sean. I can't remember who it was, and all we had was a little bit of separation, and my sister.
okay, this could have happened before, but then this could have happened before, right? But she said that she started the fight in that clip. Maybe they're not connected. Like, there could have been other incidents, Let's not discredit here. Because, a lot of times, well, in some cases, the abuse that can go both ways. But just based on all the people that have dated her and whatnot and this and that. So, let's just,
Sister runs down the stairs.
This is a meme after all.
We're on a landing in between two flights of stairs.
Miss Heard, I must interrupt you,
You can't.
because
You
I've
can't.
asked you a yes or
Then
no question.
withdraw your question then, because
Miss
she's
Heard,
answering.
prior to today's date, have you ever hit Johnny Depp?
I don't know what I did.
And I
didn't
watched
punch
you
you.
lie, and then
I
I
didn't
s-
punch you,
and
by
then
the
I-
way. I'm sorry that I didn't hit
punch
you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched.
You know, you've been a lot of fights, been around a long time. I know. Yeah.
No, when you have a closed fist.
You get punched. You got hit. I'm sorry I hit you like this, but I did not punch you. I did not deck you. I was hitting you.
You
I
can't
don't know
deck
what
me.
the motion of my actual hand was, but you're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you.
How are your toes?
What am I supposed to do? Do this?
How are your
I'm not
toes?
sitting here bitching about it, am I? You are.
Oh,
That's
you-
the difference
you
between
poor
me and
toes.
you. You're a baby.
Because you start
You
physical
are
fights?
such a baby.
Because
Grow
you-
the up,
Because you start
Johnny.
physical fights?
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did.
Whoa, she did get removed? Did she actually get removed? I want to fact check, guys. So Amber Heard is Amber Heard in, if I can type, Aquaman 2. actually been fired. This is what we want. I wish they would just like answer the goddamn question. You know, they gotta click you in. Here, let's. Rumors: The Sun, which resulted in the actor being fired from the. Oh wait. Johnny Depp began. Okay, Aquaman 2. Yeah, and they're both Warner Brothers. Like, they don't enforce their policies equally. If she's not fired, bro. Well, no, seems like she is still gonna be in Aquaman 2, man. That is fucking crazy how you can literally deck your significant other on and then admit it on tape and publicly lie about it, and then you still get that is crazy that you can do that. That's awesome, man. I love that. That's just fantastic. That's justice. You love justice. Anyway, so you can understand why I was a little I was like, oh great, happy birthday Amber Heard. So Twitter literally put this out. They go, people are wishing Amber Heard happy birthday. They literally made that trending. It's like, what the fuck, Twitter, you know? So I click on it. And it's just it's just people trolling her. No one is wishing her happy birthday. But I like to think that she got on Twitter and was like, I want to see, people are on my show. And they're just, here's your jail, you know, you go to prison. It's Jeffrey Dean's, Morgan's birthday. I don't know if she's racist. I can't, you know, haven't done research on it. Oh shit. If that's real, man, that's like crazy. Hey man, let's see some good memes. Yo. Let's celebrate your greatest accomplishment. I can't promise I won't get physical again. I get so mad I lose it. Listen as Amber Heard admits to hitting Heard. Ex-assistant says Amber Heard twisted her own story. Amber Heard admits she failed to make her promise of $1 million. Okay. Well, that's kind of irrelevant, to be honest. Just heard there's nice CE checkpoint in Hollywood if you want. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna like touch on that because I don't know if that's true or not. Not saying it isn't, but I cannot confirm. Let's look at, you know, this. Let's get something lighter. Russell Crowe, Hercules. You know, I actually read about what's his fucking name? Christian Bale is playing the villain, so you got the gods. Okay, well, shoot, Thor, Love and Thunder. The villain in there, I didn't really know. He's kind of obscure. Thor. I'm not a big Thor comic fan, but Gore the God Butcher. It's actually a very interesting backstory. So if you guys want to know a little bit about Gore, That'd be kind of cool. I mean, he's still pretty generic as a concept, but maybe they can make it work. I mean, Christian Bale, like, he seems kind of picky about his roles. So maybe he really liked it, and he read the script and really liked it. Or they just paid him a lot of money. It's Marvel, so, you know. Got a pretty stacked cast, though. Holy shit, man. Dude, I literally was like, Anthony Hopkins, I literally was watching the Thor movies, and I was like, that Odin guy, I feel like I know who that is. And it's Anthony Hopkins. I'm just like, that is amazing, man. Silence of the Lambs, still a good movie, man. Everyone in there was great. He can literally just transform into different people. It's so crazy. Such a wholesome dude on it. If you've seen any of his shit. So anyways, this is the last thing. InfoWars. Alex starting the flipping frog. You know that guy. This is like, if vaccines work, why are vaccinated people scared of unvax? I think this is very simple to explain, but just let this play. I did select it. Okay, I'm not gonna listen to this because just they talked about Ethan Klein, age 3. You know, they're calling him fucking retard and whatnot. So
I'd still love to this day to have someone argue that they're pro-freedom, but also they want everybody to take a vaccine. But here's the riff. If you believe in the vaccine and you believe it works so great and you get it, then why are you still worried about somebody else who's not been vaccinated?
This is very simple, actually. It's because vaccines are not 100% guarantee, and they only work if everybody does it. Okay, this is like, okay, let me give you an example. If vaccines work, why are vaccinated people so scared of unvaxxed? This is like, if people wearing body armor, why are they so afraid of people with guns? It's like, well, body armor protects you, but when you get shot, man, and there's that stuff going around, it still hurts. It still affects you. You get a broken rib. It's like, if you have a defense against it, well then, what's the big ideal? Well, it's like, it's the same thing. I don't really understand that stance. It's not like you get the vaccine and then you're immune for, you know, you're not fucking Wolverine, right? Like, you still get disease. You don't have built up immunity forever. Everyone has to participate in this, or it doesn't go away. It's not a freedom thing, right? It's just a public health safety thing. It's not encroaching on your freedoms. That being said, there has definitely been a lot of people taking advantage of this, especially our governor in Oregon. I don't think I need to explain the Portland situation, you know. It's not good. It's not good. But this is just like a thing that we all have to do. No matter how corrupt the system is, it's a simple matter of fact. We don't want this thing like the flu. Okay, it's not a matter of like, it's stopping it now so that like the flu, there aren't like 97 strands or, you know, whatever. Like, we don't want this COVID thing to turn into that because it's really horrible. I've had people that have got it. They say it's hell. I've seen them, you know, just like my dad got it, lost 30 pounds. Sitting in bed for 2 weeks, 30 pounds. That is crazy. My dad is a very fit guy, okay? He's very healthy. You know, and I mean, he is up there. He's in his 50s. But, you know, and then my mom, she's in her 40s. You know, and they both got it, and it was just like, I was worried. I was like, I didn't know if they were going to pass. You know, this thing is about, the virus is that, like, when you see someone that sick, you know, it's a 98% recovery, right? 98%, like, generally speaking. I mean, with demographics, it changes, okay? It changes. Older up in age you are, the harder time you're probably going to have with it. That's undeniable. And it has a high recovery rate. That's also true. But like when you see someone and they're like, they can't even move and like they're non-responsive and you have to bring them drinks and then you don't want to get sick because that means 2 weeks of hell and not being able to, go to school and then you got to catch up on that or go to work or see your friends. It halts society for those people. They get it. And then you see like someone you care about and they're in bed and they're sick for 2 weeks, right? Or, they're going through hell and you're thinking like, okay, they could be the 98%, or you're like, maybe, you're thinking about every possibility. You're like, I don't know, like that maybe, are they going to be that 2% where like they had a pre-existing condition that we just didn't know about and then they die and then it's like, how do you move on from that? Like your life changes because like my parents are divorced. So like that living situation would be like really difficult to figure out. And then you're like, well, there's like the one that's like tame strand and one that's like not tame. Is it the tame strand and like they have a pre-existing condition we don't know about and then it's like hell because of that? Or is it like they don't have a pre-existing condition but it's the hellish strand and they're just going through hell? Or even worse, if it's the hellish strand and it's, they have a pre-existing condition that you didn't know about. So it's like, you just kind of watch this person suffer and you can't do anything about it. And I think it's really selfish. I think these are really selfish things to say. Like, it's not encroaching on your freedom. We get vaccines. This is just another vaccine. For chickenpox, okay, if you want your kid to go to school, you have to get them vaccinated. That is a simple matter of the fact. You have to get them vaccinated if you want them to go participate with all the other kids. And it's not just for your kid's safety, okay? This vaccine thing is not for your safety, You get that, it's not about like, oh, I get it, I don't care if I get it. I don't care if I get it. I'll be fine. Okay, it doesn't matter if you get it. It matters if you have it and then other people get it. But if you get the vaccine, then that means you've cut off a branch. Like, I would feel bad if I got the virus and I had that attitude and then I gave it to someone else. Or like, say I went to school, didn't tell anybody about it, goes to some kid, he's asymptomatic, gives it to his parents, they died, then they spread it because they just had a family dinner with family friends. They spread it to their family. Their grandparents die. And you just have this pyramid of like this triangle that goes out from you. And this is like, it's like a death toll that is all this butterfly effect thing where it opens the wings up and it's like, I would feel horrible. That's something I don't want on my conscience. That's something that I don't think most people want on their conscience. So like at the beginning of this, that was kind of my attitude. I'm not going to lie. But I've grown. I've something that in the past few years, I've really gained empathy and understanding, and I'm trying to rework. And at the beginning, I was like, yeah, this is kind of fucking bullshit because of all the stuff that they were doing, and they were heavily taking advantage of this thing. It was kind of like in Rome when like they're like, okay, you can rule as an emperor if there's war, so you can get shit done like right away. So what happened is like they would start a war for 2 years, and then that would end, and then he wants to keep power, so he starts another war. It's like that's what was happening for a bit, and I was like, what the fuck? So it's kind of like it was hard for me to empathize when there's all those, it's these dumbasses like mayors who are like, you guys need to be safe, and they fucking shut off like kids' water and power. Even if they are partying, that is like way too far. You actually do need those things to live. And then they say that, and then they go out to like a public restaurant without masks on. It's like, yeah, it was hard for me to trust that, but like we're at a point where like I think people are more informed, and We need to get vaccinated. It's gonna suck ass. It really does. Even the vaccine kicks your ass. Everybody who's got it that have told me, they say it really kicks your ass. It's gonna knock you out for like 2 days. But guess what? How many people you directly or indirectly just saved and cut off that pyramid of like potential catastrophe? Like that is like, that's good. That's a really good thing to do. And it's really nice because then you can clear your conscience. Other people like me can clear my conscience. But like, I don't understand. It's not infringing on your rights. Your right to what? To know if you're vaccinated or not. It's not that big a deal. And I get the people are saying, well, it starts here. Where does it start? Where does it end? You know, they're going to be asking for a blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? Like, if that happens, like, so what? So what? You know? We can't do anything about it if that happens, if that's the case. But that does not give us an excuse to, in the meantime, just waddle around while people are, you know, like family members and actual people are dying from this disease. That's not an excuse. Like, there's a time, this is the time where you need to be thinking and living in the moment, because it really does matter. It really does matter. You know, maybe they will try, but like to, you know, push forward and more. But this isn't like an infringe thing, guys. This is really important. You know, regardless of political or what people are telling you, this is a matter of human beings, lives, families. Just take that into account. Imagine if someone you knew got it, and I'm sure a lot of people, maybe they were skeptical in the beginning, and then they had a family member get it, and that changed. So anyways, let's hear him talk a little bit longer. They just shit on, you know, because he was talking about the airport. You have to, like, fly. They want you to show if you've been vaccinated or not when you fly. And he made a tweet about it, and they shit on him. It does work. And you want us to take something that doesn't work The Johnson & Johnson vaccine had side effects. That is true, but it did work. And I think the 6 cases here in Oregon were they were mainly women, and it was blood clots, and I'm not really sure why, but they pulled that out. Okay. They pulled that out. We are getting but they worked. That was important. They just had side effects. And we don't know if there's pre-existing conditions with those women, so.
You just want to tell people what to do. You just want to have a big corporate government. You just want to have a big government nanny state.
No. I don't think that's it. Okay, this whole thing is about the airport fucking you have to show your vaccine. That is a perfectly reasonable thing. Right? That is a perfectly reasonable thing. Think about if you're in a small town and you only stay there and you get the virus, you're only like spreading it within that contained part of like, this is like, okay, so this is like Australia and New Zealand are doing really great. They're both islands. You know, they're cut off like relatively from the rest of the world, and so it's like that small community like small town mentality. This is why, like, if you are not vaccinated and you fly, that's why it's a bigger risk, because you're spreading it to more people. It's more butterfly effect. That's why it's important. Like, look at Australia and New Zealand. Those are very concrete. That's very concrete evidence. That's objectively true. That's why it's important. So, yeah, I think you should need to be vaccinated to fly. I don't know how I feel on having to quarantine every 2, because I have a aunt who teaches in Saudi Arabia, and they, like, it's kind of ridiculous because they'll fly to like out to somewhere, and then they gotta like, they're like, sorry, can't come on the plane. You gotta quarantine for 2 weeks, and then they have to spend a shit ton at a hotel, and it's like, that's kind of crazy. Don't know how I feel about that. I feel like your end destination, you should have to do that, but not along the way. So there are arguments to be made, but the fact, like the argument of should you have to be vaccinated to fly or not, well, I would certainly hope most people would understand why it's important to be vaccinated or not, and I don't think it's encroaching upon your liberties to at least show them whether you have or have not. I feel like the only reason you would be pissed about showing them is if you hadn't been and then they didn't let you. But like, you have to understand, like, airports, it's on their terms. You know, businesses, it's on their terms. And that's actually a very big freedom thing. That is up to private businesses. That's up to businesses. They, you know, the whole right to refuse service. They have the right to do that because of the freedoms granted them in this country. So, if you're against this whole, you know, airports denying, that is actually the opposite of what this guy is saying. That's misleading. Supporting this, you are supporting freedom. You are supporting the freedom and liberties granted in this country. That is actually, the reason they can do that is because of the freedoms in this country. It's for a good reason. This is, what this guy is saying is contrary to, well, everything he said is contradictory, but specifically to freedoms granted to private business owners and whatnot. So,
And they'll never admit to either one of those things, ever, because these are dishonest people. These are liars. These are frauds. These are phonies. So they'll never admit that the
I think those are kind of blanket statements because you can't just say that and then not talk about why they aren't. But, and there was 4-minute period, but it was basically just name calling.
And I don't really care. Everybody does their thing, and if you're into like zero IQ, you know, low intellect entertainment, then that's fine.
Okay, that's like not fair. Because what this guy just said is objectively false. Like, I would have the right to call him that. But, like, I think people can change. I don't know. I think he can change. And, you know, how many chances you grant for change, it doesn't really matter. It's up to the individual. You know, it has to start at that level, the individual level of whether they want to or not. Because, you know, they can be forced to, but they won't actually believe it. So, I don't know. I would just hope, you know, people, and don't take what I'm saying for fact either. You know, go inform yourself of this stuff. I'm just, you know, trying to do a podcast. This is entertainment purposes only. So, finale for Falcon and Winter Soldier tonight. I think, okay, last thing, I think that Falcon and Winter Soldier has been significantly better than WandaVision. Well, that's basically it. How long? 59 minutes. Actually, that one wasn't as bad as last one. I might actually leave the upload on Twitch. This was actually kind of fun. I'm enjoying this. Sorry, someone was knocking on my door. So anyways, I think that's probably good. Good place to end. Hope if, you know, even if one person watched, you know, hopefully you enjoyed. It's been fun for me. So go KOTOR, go Star Wars, you know. Marvel fans, hopefully get Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3. Hopefully Daredevil is in Charlie Cox Daredevil is in. Spider-Man, hopefully that's good. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of MCU Spider-Man because it's not very accurate or whatever, but, you know, I'm willing to give it a chance. Every time I go and see the movie, okay, I give it a chance. You know, I don't go into it with a lot of hopes, but I just want to see. So, with that being said, I'm logging out.